Okay, so Shalini, name please and title. Look at me,
Shalini
not the
Srivastava,
camera.
and I am actually the founder and secretary of Shiksha Alok.
Perfect. Ignore the camera, it's not there.
But I
Okay.
consider myself someone who started something, and I want to carry along everyone with me. So I don't want to talk about my title.
Okay. And then, why did you begin this NGO?
Why? I've been part of these similar women-related diversity and empowerment activities throughout my professional career. And I did something similar in Malaysia. I wanted to be part of something similar in Arastan, India, but I could not, where I have worked for 18 years. So now when I got a chance to do something for women here in an area which is part of Central Himalayas in India, then I got pushed when I was asked to leave Arastan. And I thought, I'll try it, and if I can, I'll carry it forward. And now I feel I was kind of born to do something similar for women.
And you've made, and let's go back to why specifically women in this region?
Okay. Because women in this region are still part of, I don't know how to mention, but they are part of that world which we've all lost in developed countries or developing countries' urban areas. They have not still moved out of the bitter realities of being pushed to do things that we in urban world would never do. And they do not have the kind of rights that other women in the developed world or urban areas of developing world already have. They are not allowed to educate, go beyond 8th or 10th standard in the villages or in the hamlets or towns, small towns, tier 2, tier 3 cities, maybe graduate and that's it. And they do not have the ideas that they have the rights that could bring them up. But that is what I really wanted them to know, that they have right to education. They have right to refuse to certain things which they are forced into, like early marriage or becoming a mother immediately after marriage. So through the digital literacy program that I'm running and the library program that we recently started, I want these women to exercise those rights and go beyond the limitations that have been put on them in these villages. Actually, these are not even villages, these are isolated communities in Central Himalayas.
Okay, that's perfect. And you've made a lot of progress in the last year that this organization has taken off, a surprising amount, really, in such a short period of time. What has it been like for you, though, to watch the women that you taught become teachers and watch the organization make a lot of difference?
It's always, these are not sad tears. I'm happy of what I have been able to do in the lives of these women, but I'm not happy with the kind of courage I felt these women should have had. And I want them to stand up and tell their parents and elders that they want to do more than what they have been able to do. And I know I've done a lot, but to others it might feel that I've done a lot. But to me, no. I'm still limited to one center, wherein I had plans of moving on to 3 centers within a year, but I have not been able to achieve that target of mine. So, when my girls teach, I am a proud mother.
Perfect. Anything else? I mean, everything else I know I can fill in the gaps with the facts and stuff, but Actually, one more question for you, Shalini. What are your hopes? Your goal of 3 centers within a year is highly ambitious. But so far, you've been able to give these girls an education that they never would have otherwise been able to receive. From that, then, where do you hope to take Shiksha Alok?
Okay. Most of my girls will get married and move out of the villages. I don't have many married women who are going to stay here. So my hopes are that these girls, wherever they go after they get married, they are self-dependent and they're not dependent on any in-laws or husbands. They are, I hope they are allowed to work because they don't have that kind of self-confidence in them yet. And I hope that they move on to a world which they would have never imagined in their own life. And what I want to do for the women still left here, the married women and the old women, I want them to get out of the rut of housework and do something more beyond that they would have never thought. And the lines that I have been thinking on is either they set up a cyber cafe or they work on an e-commerce platform and they sell the goods here, whatever is available to them, the fruits, the lentils, the veggies, to urban cities with good profit. And that is what I will be working on.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.